happy birthday, Anna. Thank you. Happy birthday, Anna. Well, thank you. Well, in the original episode, Sagwa was so happy. Sagwa says, that was fun, and just like that, when Sagwa says, that was fun, right, guys? Then Shigwa asks, yeah, it was a fun adventure, right, Dongwa? Then Dongwa asks, yeah, it was a fun adventure in the world, except I'm ready to go to sleep. Then Sagwa asks, you're right, let's all get some sleep. And then Sagwa asks, good night, Dongwa, good night, Shigwa. Then Shigwa says, good night, Sagwa, and just like that, when Shigwa says, good night, Sagwa, good night, Dongwa. Then Dongwa says, good night, Sagwa, good night, Shigwa. Then Sagwa asks, good night, let's all get some sleep. And then after that, Sagwa was wide awake. Sagwa says, wait a second. And then, just then, the rat leaves his hiding place and makes his way into the yard, waiting for Sagwa to go to sleep and sneak into Starlight Glimmer's house, going through the fence hole to go into the house. But Sagwa can't sleep. She spotted the rat, and then Sagwa began to hiss at the rat and chases after the rat. But she can't get the rat because the rat was climbing on top of an open window into Wonder Heart's room. And then Sagwa meows at the rat, saying, meow! And then Grumpy yells at Sagwa to be quiet, saying, stop that. Then Sagwa says, meow! And just like that, when Sagwa says, meow! 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 And then Grumpy says, hush now, hush. While he's not looking, the rat sneaks into the room, and then wham, lightning flashes as Grumpy's not looking. And then Sagwa says, meow, 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 meow. And then Grumpy says, stop that racket, before slamming his window. And then Shigwa and Dongwa were awake and hearing Sagwa and being wide awake. Sagwa tells them there's a rat in the house. Dongwa says, Sagwa, what's wrong? Sagwa asks, a rat. Then Shigwa asks, where? And then Sagwa asks, upstairs in Wonder Heart's room. And then Dongwa asks, where's the rat? And then Sagwa asks, it's upstairs in the baby's room. And then Dongwa says, don't worry, Sagwa, I'll get it for you. Then Shigwa asks, and I'm coming with you. And then Dongwa says, we'll find the rat. And then after that, Sagwa says, great, just make sure the rat's in there. Then Dongwa asks, we know. And then after that, Shigwa follows Dongwa into the baby's room. Shigwa says, Dongwa, any side of the rat? Then Dongwa asks, wait for it. And then Dongwa hisses at the rat, and the rat saw Dongwa with the creepy face. And I'm absolutely right. The rat has yellow eyes, sharp teeth, sharp claws, a long tail, and a pointy nose. Dongwa and the rat both gauges a fight. They gauge a fight while Dong was chasing the rat around the room, knocking over furniture, knocking over chairs and lamps. Meanwhile, Sangwa burst into the house and went to help Dongwa. Meanwhile, Dongwa was chasing the rat. While during the fight, the rat was climbing on top of Wonder Heart's crib. Shigwa felt worried, and before the rat was about to jump into the crib, Dongwa bites it on the neck and throws it and continues attacking it. But his rage just made him accidentally knocked over the crib and waking up Wonder Hearts and caused her to cry. While Sangwa watches her, after that, Dongwa manages to corner the rat behind the curtains and kills it. But not only before that, His paw was a little scratched after the rat bit his ankle. Before Sagwa and Dongwa were about to do a high paw, Cheer, Grumpy, and Starlight Glimmer rushes in the room. No sign of the dead rat, just two cats in the overturned crib. Also, Grumpy says, I told you, these cats were a baby killer. And then Grumpy says, you ugly cats, get back, get back, get back, get back, get back. He uses a broom to lock Dongwa in the closet, and Starlight Glimmer locked Sagwa in the basement. And then after that, Shigwa shows up, and then she would ask, wait, I think the little one is trying to tell us something. What is it, little one? What is it? And then she would ask, what is it? Tell us, little one, what is it? Then she would ask, what is it? What? Guys, over here. And then after that, Harmony says, what is it? Then Harmony says, ah, a rat. Starlight Glimmer asks, wait, I thought two cats were not attacking Wonder Hearts. They were just protecting her from the rat, which means the other cat has been kidnapped. And then Sai and Am heard that Dog will protect the baby from the ferocious rat. Sai says, rat, we shouldn't know. And